So you can let me know if you have this problem, but every time I go to the store and I see the Sharpies, I just want to buy them, and then I remember that I already own them, and you know, they're also in a very neatly organized and aesthetic packaging, you know? So I can just use mine. This is my old collection of Sharpies that I've had since I was, I don't know, 12? I thought it'd be cool to get some use out of them, but I see there's a lot of things in here that aren't Sharpies, so I should probably clean those out. So there's all my Ooh, there's a lot of junk in here. Aha, I knew I had something else. Look how well I took care of these ones compared to these ones. These were all my liners. Anyway, I need to test these out and see which ones actually work before I decide what I'm gonna draw, you know? Gotta figure out a way to lay this out. Alright, I can use this side of the sketchbook. Starting with the pinks. It's funny, all the pinks work. I don't think I ever really used the pinks much. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. Reds now we might be having a problem. Oh, yep, look at that. Oh, this red one's no good either. So out of all my Sharpies, these are all the ones that don't work, but I'm pretty sure I was throwing them away as they didn't work before. But you'll notice I don't have a single black. Now I just need to go quickly and try out these and see if those ones work, and then we should be good to go. So after testing them all, this is what's left of my Sharpie collection. Well, these 3 ultrafine were dead. Those are the colors, and that's what they look like, the caps. All right, so this is what we've got to work with. Let's draw something. So what I think I'll do is concept an idea on this page and then use the markers on this page. That way I'm not bleeding through onto like any other sketches. I'm just gonna grab a basic mechanical pencil and start sketching. Feel free to sketch along with me. We could be drawing buddies. So I have a lot of rainbow colors. I could always draw something that's a rainbow, but I feel like I've done that recently, so I'm not feeling super inspired by that idea. What about fairies? We could draw like a couple fairies and then we could use a lot of colors if they each have like their own color scheme. There's a Tinkerbell knockoff. I don't really have any skin tones. Let me see. I have this and this. So it might be fun to go a little crazy with our colors, which I think would make like fairies or something magical work really well. Maybe instead of like the normal kind of like random fairy, like our Tinkerbell knockoff over there, what if instead maybe we update it, make it a little bit more modern looking? Maybe give her a leather jacket. But we still need to incorporate wings somehow. What the heck? Here, let me try something else here. I do want to go with the fairy idea, but I think we're gonna have to make the outfits kind of interesting and yet simple at the same time to kind of fit with our Sharpies. We're not gonna be able to get like shading and stuff. I want to keep it simple. That way it's like not trying to be anything that it can't be, you know? Oh, maybe like a fluffy boa could be fun. Still not feeling that. I'm gonna keep playing around with some ideas here. If I come up with something I'm liking, I'll start talking again. Here's a fun layout for them. It's kind of Powerpuff Girls inspired. You know, 3 girls and each have like their own color scheme. So maybe one will go from like pinks to red, one could be orange to yellow, and the other one could be like green to blue. And then it'll look kind of like a rainbow going from left to right. Or from right to left, depending. I mean, it's a rainbow. It doesn't have to go in a certain direction. Just need to figure out what each of them is going to wear. I'll draw little tiny versions of them. Try and get the color scheme down. This is the one that's going to be right here. Kind of picture it having longer hair. So maybe like super almost Rapunzel hair. I kind of like that boa idea. And then a dress. Maybe a sleeveless dress. Ooh, maybe one that goes all the way down to the ankles. With like a little Whoville floof at the beginning. Erase that real quick. Alright, now we can add some simple colors. If it's the one on the left, it's going to be the pink version. So let's start with this light tone here. Alright, that's what we've got there. Here we go. Alright, next I think I want to use... What do I want here? I think it'd be a good idea to use our darkest tone, maybe for the dress. Leave a shine. I wonder if I can use this purple for shading. Right, and then maybe we can use this tone here. I wish Sharpies had a name on them. Color all over that with this. Now I didn't end up using this 3rd color here, which I think is this super bright pink, even though it doesn't look super bright. That's right? Yeah. You could actually layer Sharpies just a smidge and get slightly different tones. I think that works. I really want to keep it simple, so I don't want to overthink anything when it comes to Sharpies. So I guess I just need to do that 2 more times to kind of figure out the outfits for these other 2 characters. I think I'll give her rounder wings. Add some difference to these things, right? Add some contrast. Alright, add some simple lines to this one. And then bright yellow for the outfit. Might work on the outfit a bit more when we get to the bigger version. Alright, now we just need 1 more character. She would look cool with like tattoos. I wonder if I could pull something off like that. Oh, I didn't add any shading. Can I use the purple for shading this guy too? Yeah, probably. Wings maybe. Some kind of boots. There we go, there's my last one. I just need to add the colors. Let's try this. No, wait, yep, this one. This I think would be a fun hair color. Since I did leave some stuff white on her, maybe I should have left something white on her because she feels a little bit more heavy with the colors. I might play around with that later. But for now, I want to start sketching out the drawing. I'll pull my markers back down. And I'm going to be using this sort of as my reference. I might change up the poses a little since the outfits changed a little and some of these poses probably won't work. But for the most part, that's my guide. Get our main girl here in the middle. Those basic shapes out. Gonna pull one shoulder up a little for some sass. And over here we'll have a head maybe about this area, and then the other one's head will be like here. I want to make sure I have the layout down before I start adding too many details. What if instead of just the boa, the hair is the boa? That's kind of interesting. And over here we have our green girl. Kind of running out of space for her, but hopefully I can make her fit. I'm getting some serious Magnet Girl vibes over here. Start adding in some details. Hopefully she'll fit. I kind of messed up around this area. I kind of wish she was off a little more to the right, but we might be able to make this work. Because there is space here if I need to squish her over to the left. I guess these girls need names, don't they? That's literally Magnet Girl's face. It keeps staring at me. I think she's mad at me because I haven't drawn her in a while. Oh, if I had drawn her higher, I could have had them linking arms. That would have been cute. Oh, regrets. Yeah, work on the pink girl now. Give her a face. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just redraw this girl. The green one. She's looking too much like someone else. And I need to move her anyway, so 2 birds with 1 stone. This all can be erased because we've got someone's hip in the way. Maybe if I shrink this girl a little bit more so she's even more in the background. I'll be able to draw more of her design too, so that's never a bad thing. And it gives them each like their own place, you know, because like this one's the foreground, so you kind of see it first, and then you see that one because it's the next largest, and then you look at that one. I don't know, I like it. Before they were all kind of like competing, you know, for your like center attention because their heads were all so close together. So I think this does work better. Here we go, how's that looking? I kind of went away from my keeping it simple, but we'll see how this turns out. This could look real weird, we'll see. So when it comes to line art, I used dark green to do like this around her face and her hair, and then I'm just using the black for everywhere else. I'm getting a little nervous about how this is gonna turn out since they are Sharpies and I didn't really stick to my simple idea that I wanted. It looked good in the simple, so we'll see. Anything could happen. Alright, I'll probably do the wings in the dark green as well. Oh, I didn't draw that right. Dang it! Followed the wrong lines. No. I'm gonna color in her skin right now. See how we're working. Just to make sure I'm heading in the right direction, you know? Because if this looks bad, I kind of want to just start over right now. I've already put a lot of time into this. That's not bad at all. Okay, alright. That's making me feel a lot better. Actually, I think I do want to just finish coloring this guy though. That way I'll know if I want to maybe use more of the liners for going around the colors, since that looks really cool. And I already colored this in mostly with black liner. Guess I'll have to color that wing later though. Add some magic sparkles that keep her afloat in the air. Would you use the word afloat? I guess in flight would be the proper word to use. Use this one, add some almost blush kind of colors. Great, then this color is her hair. Now you do have to be careful because if you go over the black lines too much, they do start to smudge. So you want to just kind of try and stick in the white space as much as possible here and like fill in the sections like that instead of what I would normally do is just go over all the lines like that. But I'm kind of trying to stick inside of the shapes. All right, and then this is super dark olive green. Kind of trying to leave some spaces for light so it looks a little bit more of like a leather texture. I've seen like, you know, comic book artists do that and all this looks cool, but I'm sure it takes a lot of practice and studying to get right. And maybe looking at some references. I could probably actually even color that in with the hair color. And then it won't be so crazy bright. And I can be pretty crazy with it because I'm not too worried if it bleeds in with that color, you know. It's kind of actually what I would prefer. And I believe I was leaving the shirt white, so that's just about it for her. But I will probably come in with shading once I'm done with all the rest. All right, let's work on... It's funny, I'm kind of doing them in backwards order this time. Let's work on her next. Add in the line art. I want to use the black for the eyes because I like those to be really out there, you know, and kind of an eye catcher. Gonna do the same thing and use like a lighter color to outline the skin and the hair, and then probably just use black for everything else. Ah, I totally messed up that hand. It's okay. It's fine. Things happen. It's just one of the only hands in this whole drawing, so everyone's gonna notice it. Here we go, and I can erase some of that. See what we're working with? Might actually, I think these wings are gonna be see-through, so I'll just draw that in there right there. And I guess this line too. Color that in real quick. Finish off some of these lines. And then we can color her. Yay! There we go. Just erase. Erase. Alright, now I just need to color it. I'm going to use which one's which here. First orange was the skin. Ooh, that was a large area. And it's giving off a stink. Faces are always the scariest part to do because I'm so afraid of ruining it. Now the red that I used for the details on the face isn't quite showing through, so I think I'm just gonna go in with the black. Make it more obvious. Just the like important lines. With everywhere else I feel like it's fine. It was just the face needed a little extra help. And this I believe I used for the hair and the wings. This one's drying out a bit, so there's a bit more streaks in this one. Don't forget the magic sparkles. Another thing you can do to kind of use the streaks in your own advantage is to kind of like draw in and color in like the way either the fabric or the hairs would be going. So like this you can kind of do a curly texture, and then if there are streaks that show up, they'll kind of add to the picture instead of take away from it. All right, that's it for this color. Next up, we have this weird pinky orange, which we used for the tights, or the socks, I guess. I forgot how much I enjoy using Sharpies. This is bringing it back. I think all I need now is yellow, yellow, yellow. And then color in the outfit. With yellow, you really want to avoid touching the black because it just grabs it and smudges it everywhere. This one, since it's right in the foreground, I really want to just start shading it. Let's go in and do that with our purple. Maybe the ears, maybe under the nose, the eyes, above the eyes. And color and shade in some of this hair. give it some texture. We can do her too while we're at it. Basically, I'm just adding it to the right of the image, like the light source is over here, and then anywhere that I think would be getting less light than other areas. Alright, moving on to the last guy here. Line some of this hair. Ooh, this looks cool. I like this little twirl. This hand was confusing. I didn't quite see it till now. Yips. Like so. And I just need to erase the pencil. Decided to do the whole thing in a pink color, and then if I need to add the black liner anywhere, I can do that too. I think that seems like a better idea, because like here I really wish I hadn't used black where the yellow is. So this will allow me to figure out where I need it and leave it where I need it and put the black where I need that, if that makes sense. Okay, again I used this pink. I don't know why I always color the skin first. Ooh, we'll have to do a check on the other side of the paper and see how much it bled through. Because I'm actually layering these more than I did with like the swatches. So that'll be interesting to see. This is a really pretty color. I didn't really think about it. It's like a orangish pink, kind of. Looks like I used this color for the hair. Let's try to leave some spots here for highlights. You can use this for blush. Oh, sakit. I honestly forgot how much you can kind of layer these markers. I think I'm gonna leave the little white spots. I kind of like them. All right, now the dress looks like I used 2-Up. This color? Yeah, I'd say so. So this is the dress, which is basically the same color I used to do the line art, so we might have to go in here with black depending on whether or not I like it the way it is. Like so. Oh, wings. Wings. Oh, and shading. And the shading looks really good with this because of that pink color, you know? Ooh, honestly, I really like that look without lines that this dress has. If I was going to do this again, I might just skip the lines altogether. Alright, all I have to do is color in the wings. Try a textured look. Oh, and of course we need the floaty magics. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. I just like putting dots on the paper, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I think I'll color the whole thing in with this one. Let me know if you've been drawing with Sharpies lately or recently. I forgot how much fun it is to draw with Sharpies. You can get some really cool stuff. I think personally the pink one turned out the best. I think it's just the arrangement of colors. And I'm really in love with that lineless look, and I kind of wish I could have done more of that, but I didn't really figure that out until, you know, the very end. But that's the kind of cool thing about drawing, is you learn stuff along the way. Oh, I forgot to look at the back. So that's how the ELO sketchbook handles Sharpies, if you're wondering. I'd say that's pretty good. There's nothing, yeah, there's nothing here. I thought I saw something. It wasn't actually Sharpie, it was some kind of speck. So yeah, pretty nifty. If you want to see it up closer. That's what we came up with today. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!